Play fake. Bessert sets up deep in the pocket. Goes down the field for Smith. Touchdown, 85 yards.
Has some time. Right corner of the end zone. Touchdown!
Steps up, does it. Pass is caught. That'll move the six. Tyrone Tracy. There he goes. Tracy. Towards the end zone for the Iowa touchdown.
Broadcasting here live week 11, 3 weeks left to go. It's so exciting that my boy over there just want to dance, is wearing high-res clothes. You know what I mean? He's popping. He's ready for the world to see the bright light of Nebraska walk into bowling territory today. And we are recording at the beginning of the kickoff, so May, of course, is in charge of letting us know if anything stupendous happens during the time we are recording. It's got to be a short recording. Going to a football game myself, which will be my specialty pick. Okay, so May, yes. we are behind schedule.
Yeah,
so
big time.
Let's just cut to the chase. Harbaugh suspended 3 games. Is he on the sideline right now?
I don't know. I'm watching Nebraska, Maryland.
Okay. So that's
it's
huge.
It's kind of BS that this suspension is kind of. They should have really stuck it to him and kept Harbaugh in and suspended his whole staff and let Harbaugh run special teams, defense, and offense.
So you think
would have been worth it?
But you think suspension either way still
what does it do? What does it do?
So not happy with the decision because it doesn't do anything.
No, the Big Ten commissioner caved because all his other teams were like, "You got to do something." So they came up with this shit. He can do anything and everything all throughout the week. He just can't be on the sideline. You know, well, for sure, he's going to pull out a pager or a flip phone and be like 32 cross XYZ zebra. And, you know, like.
It might be an advantage even. Yeah. It might be an extra advantage. Here's the thing. Very odd. Harbaugh's on the bus heading to Pennsylvania when the Big Ten commissioner comes down with this suspension. So, I mean, this just seems like, oh, shit, it's Friday. We got to do something.
On a Friday and with Veterans Day, the Big Ten thought they could catch Michigan and be like, oh, well, the courts will be closed. They can't, they're not going to be able to suspend or uphold this, so we've got him. And I wouldn't be surprised if some Michigan local judge grants him permission and he's able to be on the sideline against Penn State.
What happened? Well, the game's on right now. So I don't know if he's. I mean, this is interesting. It's very interesting. I know some sort of a restraining order or something like that. He wants to have issued. Ohio State now. How? I mean, they have got to be just. They must feel like they have such a chance now to win. Do you think so?
I don't know.
What happens if Michigan loses to Penn State today?
Good.
I know, but what happens okay, yes, us little guys, we're thrilled, but we're not the money makers. What happens if Michigan says this is bullshit? We're going to go to the SEC.
Without Harbaugh, because Harbaugh's done after this year, and JJ's leaving. We can lose Michigan because who we're getting. Yeah, Michigan's been a Big Ten blue blood, but they don't have the nutsack on them.
You see, this is a problem talking to a Nebraska fan, right? Because you just came into the conference, so you're like, whatever we can.
You've been here a decade. What do you mean? We just got here.
You're the FNG. You're the FNG. You were supposed to be the blue blood that came in, and you met Michigan and Ohio State. And you understood what real blue bloods look like. I don't
We
know,
were the
man.
blue bloods of the Big 8.
There's no way that Michigan is going to take this laying down.
No.
No way.
No.
So there's who knows? This is exciting. This is groundbreaking and exciting stuff. I love the drama. I love the fact he was on the bus driving to Pennsylvania when he got the news, which I'm curious, like, did he get a phone call or did he know in advance before getting on the bus, or was this just everyone found out at the same time? So
Supposedly, Michigan, they hired that lawyer that I said in the chat, like he's supposed to be like the
right.
NCAA killer. Harbaugh's lawyer supposedly has represented the Clintons before.
Oh, wow, that's not a good sign for you, bud.
Where the body's gonna be? Where the body's
Yep.
gonna be?
Well, here's the thing. What happens if maybe they don't leave the Big Ten? This is a Big Ten decision or NCAA decision? Big Ten decision.
This soft suspension is Big Ten.
Man, it makes the NCAA be like, hey, we're not so bad after all, are we? It's fucking fascinating. How's Nebraska doing right now against Maryland?
Well, we had him at 3rd and 10, and there's a flag on the field, and they just converted a first down. So
okay, first drive.
First drive.
Okay, you
I
feeling
had to
good
pay
about
$10.99 for this game.
Peacock?
Yeah, for some reason at home I have it already. It must be under my mother-in-law or somebody's subscription at home, but at the office here, I had to.
Yeah. There's such a thing as just listening to it. You know what I mean? Like, I listened to the Iowa game. I'm not going to pay $10 to watch Iowa produce 7 points. I'm going to listen to it. That's what I'm going to do. Even on a great play, I'll catch it on YouTube later. Okay, so you feeling good about this game though?
It depends which Maryland shows up.
Where are you at?
Maryland that they've been playing, we can win that. Like the Minnesota game and last week's game are going to come back, I think, to haunt us. I still think we could win out our next 3, but what scares me to death is it's going to come down to that Iowa-Nebraska game to get to 6 wins, and it's just going to be it's going to break my heart.
I mean, listen, I'm rooting for Nebraska to go bowling, not really rooting for much after that. I guess maybe beat Minnesota for us. I'll root for that. You already lost to Minnesota. Yeah. Damn, what's your last 3 games here? You got Maryland,
Wisconsin, Iowa.
I'm okay with you beating Wisconsin. Let's go Huskers.
Yeah.
Let's go Huskers. I mean, I think you guys can easily beat us. I think we can also easily beat you. It just depends on what the hell's going on that day. Yep. Who comes to play? You know what I mean?
We have an athletic quarterback, but our quarterbacks are similar in the fact that they can't hit water in the fucking ocean.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep. It's going to be the ugliest football game at Memorial Stadium. Listen, 3 weeks left. We discussed who have we discussed so far? We discussed Nebraska, Maryland, Illinois, Indiana. This is a throwaway game.
The battle of the eyes.
Nobody's watching that. Not even Indiana or Illinois fans are watching that. Everyone is watching the Michigan-Penn State game, unless you are a crazy Husker fan who has no respect for Big Ten tradition. In that case, you're probably watching Nebraska.
I've got it on.
Do you see Jim? Is there a Jim sighting?
I haven't seen Jim.
Okay. All right. Jim sighting. We should have a little ticker.
I haven't seen Jim.
Can you imagine playing a drinking game to this episode? How many times they mentioned Jim Harbaugh during this broadcast?
You'd be toasted.
You'd be gone by the first 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they did this. I mean, you couldn't let him play Penn State and then make him punished for the Ohio State game. I mean, but
how many points is Jim Harbaugh worth on the sideline? You know what I mean? Like,
that's
is this really going to affect them? I mean, their schedule has been such dog shit. Like, he could have set this whole year out, and you know what I mean? Like, but now with his boy Connor gone, we might see.
I feel like
something.
Harbaugh might be a. Now he's banned from the sidelines. Can he be in the locker room?
No, he can't be in the stadium. I think.
I just saw sideline ban.
So you think his little bitch ass sneaks into the locker room?
Listen, if his
I
team,
thought he was told to stay at the hotel.
oh,
But
maybe
I don't know.
I don't know the details. I'm just curious. I'm curious where, because they're looking for loopholes.
Like you
So
said, just sideline. So he could be. The locker room's not the sideline.
what happens if the judge files a restraining order for Harbaugh? Does Harbaugh show up at halftime? Like, let's say a judge. I mean, when's this judge going to hear it?
No, I figured it would have been done by now.
Exactly. Michigan doesn't have a judge that can just hop in and be like, "Hey, buddy, come on."
Go ahead.
Maybe they're buying.
He comes through like the tunnel when they run out at halftime. In his khakis.
Like
The
PJ
stadium erupts. Yeah.
Like PJ Fleck does every fucking entrance. It's not a race, PJ. It's not about you. Yeah, I mean, that guy definitely was like the who's the guy that tosses the stick in a marching band? That was what PJ Fleck. That was the closest he got to football. All right, moving on. My hatred for Minnesota knows no bounds this year. Speaking of Minnesota, playing Purdue at 3:30. Who do you got for that one?
Minnesota. Unfortunately,
I'm rooting for Purdue.
Purdue's ass.
Yeah, but so is Minnesota.
True. I'll take Purdue just because we need Minnesota to lose.
Okay. Northwestern, Wisconsin.
I want Wisconsin to shake the world up.
Oh, really?
Or Northwestern to shake it up.
Yeah. It's at home in Madison, Wisconsin.
I'll take Wisconsin.
Yeah, I feel like Wisconsin's got that. Rutgers in Iowa. The game of the.
I'm taking the under 26, and I think I'm taking Rutgers.
Wow.
Rutgers quarterback is just better, and usually if you have a better quarterback, you win. But Iowa's defense.
If he's got time to throw, does he have time to throw with Rutgers? I don't think he does. I think Iowa's D line. I think Iowa's D line shakes it up for sure. I thought. Let's see here for football. What we got left on Minnesota's schedule here? They've got. I thought they have Ohio State next week, and then Wisconsin. So Minnesota right now, if they're the ones that feel they're the closest to getting this Big Ten West, and I don't know why. I think, but Huskers too. Everyone sucks. So it's the battle of the suck fest here in the Big Ten West.
Whoever wins the West is just a big old floppy diller on top of a trophy. Or one of those talking fishes. Remember the talking fishes that would swing open and sing and then flap back that you would hang on the wall?
Harbaugh gets to return for the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, it's just the regular season, just the 3 games. And then it's the championship and the playoffs. Like
absolutely redonkulous.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we didn't go through any of the spreads. We started late. How's Nebraska looking right now?
It's 2nd and 10. We were driving. We were running the ball really well. We'll see here right now. Harbaugh takes a snap and shotgun, drops back, flips a shitty ass pass to the running back, and incomplete.
Really?
Fucking Tim Tebow throwing football, son of a gun. Like, Michigan's on offense now again. 3rd and 3. Where is Shane? Is he saving the world today?
I apologize for not bringing up Shane. I don't know what Shane's doing. To be honest with you. Let's see here. Do you have any outside picks? What are the big games outside of the
I'm
Big
going to take Missouri over Tennessee. That's my
interesting.
Yeah,
interesting. You liking You like in Missouri, huh?
Yeah, it was gonna be, or I was gonna jump on my second favorite team now, Arizona. They play Colorado, but I'm gonna take Missouri over Tennessee.
Hmm. Okay. All right.
That's my extra thing.
Interesting. I am taking Augustana University over the Bemidji Beavers today.
Say what?
Yep. Battle of the Titans. 2 8-1 teams fighting for a spot in the playoff. It comes down to Augustana Vikings taking on the 8-1 Augustana Vikings taking on the 8-1
Is that high
Bemidji
school
State
football?
Beavers. No, this is
NAIA?
this. I don't know what conference they're in, to be honest with you. I am
What,
it's
are
a
these
local
two? Are
college.
these
It's a
what?
local college. It's a local college here in the town of Sioux Falls.
Is it a community college?
I no,
A
it is
JUCO?
not a community college, but it's definitely not a big college. But they got a sweet little stadium, and so I'm
What time's
taking
kick?
1 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm gonna head out there after the show's done.
You gonna
Uh,
tailgate?
Probably not gonna tailgate. I mean, I don't know anything about this team.
So
All
why are
I
you
know
going?
is
Why are you
because
going
the
to go?
girlfriend's boy has never been to a football game, so
So you still have an old lady after that Chris May type TikTok you made.
that TikTok was gold. Did you get the edited version
No,
with the music?
I saw the one on TikTok. I'll
Yeah.
have to
Okay.
watch the one you
Yep.
sent.
No, the one on TikTok is
Is
the
that
one.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. Yeah. Well, just some good harm. I'm surprised I haven't gotten shut down for it yet, but I feel like it's quality content. If anyone's curious on the benefits of um hiring practices in the electrical field, please give me a follow. I hand out those tips for free for the love of my trade.
Gotta build it.
Yeah, we're shorthanded enough. We just need more excitement in the electrical trade. So I don't understand why no one wants to join.
Gotta have them amps. Gotta bring the energy. Their energy. Wow.
Yep. No, it's all right. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know what Shane's up to. I assume he's working though. So we need to probably figure out a better time than during football games. To
Well, I thought he was the one that said Fridays would work, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know, and it's maybe we should do Fridays from now on though.
Yeah,
I'm
I
okay with
mean,
Fridays.
technically, it's we'd have all the juicy stuff usually by Friday, but I mean, we could damn do this thing Wednesday or Thursday. You know what I mean?
Wednesday would probably be the best time to do it.
Yeah.
I'd like Wednesdays, like just bang out this show and the Phantom Facts show.
Yeah.
Get it all in.
No,
and
yeah.
then StreamYard's got some great new editing features, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, any other things for college football you want to bring out today? I know it's a bit of a rushed episode. Go Hawks. I don't think we're beating Rutgers.
I did find or hear an interesting little tidbit that Michigan has allowed it's a inside the 20 in the red zone, 9% a scoring rate. Like their defense, like that's unheard of.
And
Like,
how many times do you get into the red zone against Michigan's defense?
I don't know. But I mean, you take into fact they said like soft schedule, so like that could delay that. But like the second best team in red zone defense is like 60%, 53 something percent to 9%. Are you, what? Like 9%? You can't even do that on Madden. You can't even do that in video games. Like, I mean,
I could, but maybe you. Ooh, speaking of Madden, reminds me of an old teammate of mine in the Madden world who happens to be our commissioner, which threatened to kick me out yesterday because I
was
had
that aimed at you?
Yeah, that was aimed at me because I had 3 guys on bye I didn't know about. And listen, I've given up hope because I'm a 2-6 team, but I'm getting yelled at by the commissioner under threat of duress, I may add.
I'm sorry, him and his wife have all the good players because they work together in cahoots.
Yes. Well,
I didn't mean that. I did mean it. But,
it's I'll make a marker of that comment.
I mean,
yeah.
our teams are cheeks, man. They're not good.
No, they're not good at all. I had hope until because I was going over 500. That would have been taking me to 3 and it would have taken me to 4-3. And then that win was revoked based off of tackling, I guess. But it was revoked on Thursday before the next week started. So you can imagine my heartbreak. And I mean, that really broke the team. If I'm going to be honest.
Who revokes it is my thing. Who fixes that? Is that Devin?
Yeah. Well, and it was Devin's wife I had played that week and beat. And so I'd have to go back and check the stats, but
smell that? That smells like shit.
We live in a communist regime where the owners have no say on the commissioner. So there's definitely dictatorial undertones to this league.
He definitely wouldn't be getting voted back in as commissioner from the league owners.
And I think we should maybe we hold that to a vote. Maybe we test the waters and see what votes we could get to because who would be a good commissioner? Dave would be a good commissioner.
Yeah, let Dr.
Fair,
Dave do it.
Equal, huh?
Let Dave do it. Yeah.
Maybe we start a poll on our social media sites. Even though no one knows who we're talking about, we can just mass spam it and get the vote we want.
See what they say. See what the people want.
I'm curious.
I mean, we'll have a crossover episode, and I'll bring this into Fan and Facts just to put it in Devin's face. Because
we want to do refs. Yes. Okay. All right. I like it. Okay. We'll see what happens. For crossover episode, you're referring to, of course, the illustrious, great podcast of the universe, Phantom Facts Society, a podcast for the curious mind.
Podcast for the curious mind.
Just a little plug there. We
no free shout outs.
Yes. Shane's not here. He can't tell me what to do. All right. I guess that is it for everything. Anything else you'd like to finish on?
Go Big Red. Let's get to 6.
What's the score?
It's 0-0. We just come out of commercial break, I think. Hold on.
Oh,
give me a moment.
Oh, you're fine.
Let's see what we're doing. It looks cold in Lincoln.
Yeah, it's sort of dreary out in the north. I'm north of Lincoln by about 3
fuck, we must have punted or turned it over. Maryland's got the ball. They just threw a screen for negative yards. All right, go Big Red.
All right. Have a good football day, everyone. We'll be back to recap later this week. And I guess, until then, go home.
Play fake. Beathard sets up deep in the pocket. Goes down the field for Smith.
Have some time. Touchdown!